Hi everyone, my name is Harper Yang, and for the next 5 days I'm going to be immersing myself in the Confucian tradition, and I'm really excited to do it, but let's see how it goes. So today is day 1 of Confucianism, and one way that I was trying to incorporate more Confucian practices was to bring music back into my life, because for the past 2 weeks or so I haven't had any working headphones or earbuds, and so I've just been kind of going about life without using any music, and usually that's something that I really have kind of not constantly in my ear, but something I listen to on the walk to school. If I'm driving somewhere, I'll be listening to music, but my Bluetooth hasn't been working, and so just trying to reincorporate some more music and harmony into my life. I found a pair of wired headphones that connect to my phone, and so through that I've been able to listen to more music and trying to kind of think about the way that the notes mix together and why I like certain songs, and that was my first practice of Confucianism. One challenge that I faced today while trying to live in the Confucian ideals was following my exemplar. So one of my exemplars is my mother, and she is huge on environmentalism and saving the planet and doing things that you're able to in order to make an impact. And today I was running really late for my class, and I really didn't want to be even more late, and so I decided to drive to my class since I have a car here and campus is a little bit farther. It's like a 15-minute walk if I'm kind of taking my time, but I didn't want to show up to class sweaty after really rushing to get there, and so I drove. But knowing that my mom is one of my exemplars and she would have kind of understood that the environmental impact of driving somewhere very short when you are young and able-bodied and able to walk to class in a matter of time, it's just kind of poor planning on my part for waking up and taking too long to get ready, or waking up late and taking too long to get ready. And so that was one of my challenges today. Upon reflection, I definitely could have walked and still made it and have been in the right state of mind to be in class, but I chose the kind of easy way out and drove to class, and I was there early, which was nice, but I know that in the future probably align more with my exemplar's ideals and try to walk more instead of kind of taking the cop out of driving to class.
I was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with stars of red tied round their throats, to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go.
Hey everyone, it's day 2 of Confucianism. I got out of class early. Thank you, Professor. I had my Spotify Wrapped come out today, and so that was lovely. Today I am going to try to call my parents again. Actually, this would be a great time to call my parents again because I got out of class early before going to work. So I think I'm going to call my parents right now, and then Delphi. I just called my mom and we had a great conversation. I had intended to use this time before work, since we got out early from class, to eat and just kind of prepare for my next classes and all of that. But instead I called my mom, and I spent the whole time that I would have kind of eating and recharging and stuff, or spending time by myself, talking to her. And it was really nice to hear the things that she's like doing and the renovations that she's working on right now. And we had a really great conversation about just how our like family dynamic and how it relates to all of the different things that we've been learning. And it was just great. But now it's 10:58 and I have to walk to campus, but I'm gonna be late to work. But I think that it was a good trade-off, and I'm happy with my choice. And I feel like, again, this is kind of the decisions between individual and community, because I feel like she definitely went off that call with a lighter heart, and so did I. So I think overall worth it, but again, just kind of that idea of putting aside individual priorities for that. I'm now walking to work, and funny enough, right after I finished making that other video, my housemate came down and we ended up chatting for a little bit, and we're really excited to see each other because we haven't really been able to hang out this week, and obviously it's been really busy, but she was just kind of looking to schedule some time to hang out today, and we made a little bit of a plan where we could meet up when she's at the library and I just get out of class. And I feel like that was another choice for me to continue to immerse myself in Confucianism, because it was already 11. I'm going to be very late to work. probably like 5 minutes late, but it was a choice for me to choose community, and I really enjoyed it, and it's not going to affect my life incredibly detrimentally. And even if it did, the Confucians would think that this was a better choice, and I feel like it's really helped me in how I can choose to go about my day. So very exciting, just wanted to share. Good morning, everyone. It is day 3 of Confucianism, and last night I did something that I thought would be a Confucian ideal lived out. So last night my friend was studying for her final in the dining room, and I'd just gotten home from running some errands, and I was probably going to kind of just hang out and not do work since I had finished some presentations today, so I wanted to give myself a break. My friend that was studying often really benefits from having somebody else watching her study so that she stays on track. So I decided to kind of do my decompression time at the dining room table. So I plugged in my iPad, I was playing my games, watching a true crime video that I really love to just decompress, and she was able to kind of study a little bit more, and so that to me felt like a choice to spend time with others instead of kind of sitting in my room by myself, spend some more time with her and also help in any way I could. But it ended up being a pretty nice evening for both of us, and I was able to do my stuff, and then I watched one of my other friend's presentations, which I knew nothing about. She's a biochemistry major, but it was helpful for her to do the run through, and I just kind of paid attention and listened. Hi everyone, I'm here with my roommate Sarah.
Hi.
I've mentioned her a few times in this video, but kind of just showing another way to try to incorporate more community in my life is we're walking to class together. We usually do, but sometimes if I'm running late, we'll kind of go separately just to not make each other late. But just choosing community and walking together when we could walk separately. I could have walked and listened to my music, but I want to spend some time with Sarah. So today is again day 3, and I just had a really great conversation. I've been trying to take my time while going between things since I have a little bit of downtime right now before my next appointment. I have been trying to kind of enjoy conversations with just like strangers that are passing by. There's this lady, 2 dogs that she was walking, and I just kind of stopped to ask if I could pet them, and she was super chatty. She just wanted to kind of talk about her dogs, and I had such a fun time being able to meet them because I love dogs and I just miss my own, and she even had a dog that was the same as mine back home. And it was just really nice, and I really enjoyed being able to make that connection with somebody in my community. She was a professor here at Santa Clara, and it was just nice to be able to meet somebody new. And right before that, I had a different meeting with some people that I'd never met before, and turns out that one of them was born in Minnesota, which is where I'm from, and another woman was from Wisconsin, and she had gone to school just right across the Mississippi River. So it was really nice to be able to kind of make that connection and just enjoy each other's company and just meet each other. So I felt like it was a really great moment for connection, and I'm meeting more people that are in my community, so that's been lovely, and I've really been enjoying my Confucian way of life. I think I'm really excited to see how I can apply this to my post-grad life. Moving on, today is day 4 of Confucianism, and I'm spending a little bit more time preparing for an exam that I have later today, and I decided I would try to call my mom and see if she's available to help me study. So I just finished getting off the phone with my mom, and it was a nice little 35-minute call. I feel like I did some really great studying and reviewing of the material through talking to my mom about it, and was really fun for both of us because I was just kind of explaining what I've learned, and she was able to kind of give feedback and ask more questions about it because of her understanding of Christianity. And it is kind of funny how that got tied into my Confucianism, but she was really thankful that I called her. She had mentioned, she was like, I just really appreciate you involving me in this. And that was something that we haven't really talked about before. So it was interesting to get that out of it. And then also kind of realizing as I'm calling my parents every day, it's not difficult for me to take the time out of my day or time out of my life to call them and just kind of update them or ask them a question really quick, but it compounds for our relationship. And hello everyone, I am in the car and I am at the Municipal Rose Garden, and I'm just going to take a little sunset walk. I'm really excited. I just took one of my finals for my class. My oral exam went great. I am just gonna celebrate before getting something to eat. Hello, today is the final day of Confucianism. I had an absolute blast at my friend's dance show. I had so much fun being able to spend time and do my Secret Santa with my housemates, and an event today for Alpha Sigma Nu. We had a study session that we hosted for our members to kind of have a space to study and work on their stuff when the campus is so busy with finals. So it was a great end to my Confucianism. And Hi everyone, as I am finishing up editing my project and getting ready to submit this, I just wanted to kind of share a reflection about the 5 days of Confucianism. I ended up really being able to stay present in the moment during a really hectic week. Week 10 was a lot for me. I had a lot of projects and not a lot of finals this coming week, so I was able to use Confucianism to help me through the kind of hectic, crazy academic stress and try to focus on staying present and really focusing on the task at hand, and then also still appreciating the arts and appreciating my creative side and what I can do to incorporate that in my life when academics are so heavy. So, have a great break. Thanks for watching.